Did you know that, in the United States alone, it is estimated that 30.2 million people over the age of 18 are living with diagnosed or undiagnosed diabetes? That's almost 1/3 of the country's adult population. With that in mind, how much do you know about the different types of diabetes, how to spot the signs, and what to do if either yourself or a loved one is diagnosed? Stay tuned to find out. Hello and welcome to Health Topic, a brand new channel dedicated to bringing you the latest news and tips from the world of healthcare. We sort through all the medical mumbo-jumbo and present the facts in a concise, easy-to-understand way. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with our latest videos. But without further ado, let's take a closer look at today's health topic. Diabetes is a serious medical condition in which your body either struggles to make or to use the hormone insulin. Insulin is essential in allowing your blood to absorb glucose or sugar, which your cells then use as energy. If your body cannot produce or effectively use insulin, sugar levels build up in the blood and the body's cells starve. If left untreated, high blood sugar levels can damage the eyes, kidneys, nerves, and heart. In worst-case scenarios, it can result in a coma or even death. It's not all doom and gloom though, and there's no need to panic just yet. As our understanding of the disease continues to grow, our treatment of it continues to improve and become easier to manage. The best tool you can have is knowledge. By knowing how to identify diabetes, you can take action to prevent or manage the situation to the best of your ability. So here's what you need to know. There are two main types of diabetes, known simply as type 1 and type 2. Other forms do exist, such as gestational diabetes during pregnancies, but these are less widespread. Type 1 accounts for approximately 5% of all diabetes cases. It is the most severe form of the disease and requires survivors to receive a daily dose of insulin therapy, usually self-administered by injection, and for the rest of their lives. People of all ages can develop this version of the disease, but it tends to occur in teenagers or younger people. It is sometimes even referred to as juvenile diabetes. The scariest thing about type 1 is that scientists are unsure exactly why it occurs. They know that it results from a disease in which a person's immune system attacks the insulin-producing cells in the pancreas, but why this happens remains a mystery. Once the pancreas islet cells are destroyed, insulin can no longer be produced naturally, so it must then be injected. Type 2 diabetes is by far the most common form, making up around 90% of all cases. As opposed to type 1, which happens very quickly, type 2 diabetes develops slowly over time and is typically linked to obesity. In general, people aged 35 and over are more susceptible to developing type 2 diabetes. However, as obesity rates continue to increase, younger people are becoming more and more likely to encounter it as well. Other factors that can increase the likelihood of getting diabetes include a family history of the disease and a person's race, like people of African American, Native American, Latin American, or Asian Pacific Islander descent are more prone to it. Sufferers of type 2 diabetes can produce some insulin of their own, but often it is not enough, and sometimes the body's cells build up a resistance to the hormone over time. Insulin resistance is usually a result of the following cycle. Firstly, a person is unable to make enough insulin to cover how much glucose they eat. As a result, the body tries to make extra insulin to process excess blood glucose. Eventually, the pancreas cannot keep up with the increased demands, and the excess blood sugar starts to circulate in the blood, causing damage. Over time, insulin becomes less effective at introducing glucose to cells, and blood sugar levels continue to rise. In an attempt to slow or reverse this cycle, doctors usually recommend making lifestyle changes. Sometimes insulin injections are a necessity, but the treatment of type 2 diabetes tends to focus more on diet, exercise, and weight loss. But what symptoms should you be looking out for? There are numerous warning signs that could indicate the presence of diabetes, and they can be easy to overlook, especially if they happen gradually. If you start to notice any of the following, we recommend letting your doctor know during your next checkup. Number 1. Increased thirst or extreme hunger. If your body's cells are being starved of sugar, you may find yourself feeling very hungry or thirsty, no matter how much you eat or drink. This is because your body is trying desperately to take on more energy, despite high levels of sugar already in the blood, which is struggling to be absorbed. Number 2. Fatigue. If your body is not able to produce enough insulin to deal with your body's demand, you may end up feeling tired a lot of the time because your cells are not getting the energy they need to function properly. Number 3. Irritability. Your body's frustration and not being able to process sugars and feeling tired or hungry all the time may cause you to lash out at people uncharacteristically. A change in mood isn't always psychological. Sometimes it is an expression of your body's unhappiness and the brain foregoing manners to fix a problem by any means. Number 4. Rapid and unexplained weight loss. Well, you may think this is a good thing, especially with a condition that is linked to obesity. Unearned or rapid weight loss is not healthy and often indicates a problem such as an inability to properly digest certain foods. Number 5. Frequent urination. If you find yourself going to the toilet much more often, that could indicate that your body is trying to flush out some of the excess glucose present in your blood. Health professionals can measure glucose levels in your blood or urine to see if they are normal. Number 6. Blurred vision. Your eyes are very active and require a lot of energy to function properly. If they aren't receiving enough energy or are being damaged due to high blood sugar levels, it could severely affect your vision. Number 7. Nausea, vomiting, and abdominal pain. Likewise, diabetes can wreak havoc on other internal organs, and this can lead to you falling very ill. With something as noticeable as nausea or abdominal pain, it goes without saying that you should seek a professional medical opinion as soon as possible. Number 8. Frequent infections. Your body needs energy to fight against infections. If it seems as though you are frequently having to battle skin infections or infections of the mouth or genitals, this could be due to the presence of diabetes. Number 9. Slow healing sores. Similarly, if you notice that sores or other injuries are taking an abnormally long time to heal, don't ignore it. Tell your doctor. And 10th. Bad breath. Of course, a stinky breath can be caused by many things. But if someone's breath is consistently unpleasant and it never used to be, it's a major sign that something has changed, and it could be due to diabetes. As we said before, if you notice one or more of these symptoms, don't panic. Take our advice and talk to your doctor as soon as possible. Early detection is so important in preventing full-scale diseases, and if you can spot the warning signs during the so-called pre-diabetes phase, you may be able to fend off diabetes altogether, regardless of what stage of the condition you or a loved one may be at. Or even if you haven't encountered any symptoms at all, leading a healthy lifestyle is a surefire way to minimize destructive forces in the body. A balanced, nutritious diet without overeating, plus regular exercise, is the best shield against type 2 diabetes. For people who suffer from type 1 or those who are required to take insulin, an increasingly wide range of computerized diabetes devices are available. These help people better manage their blood sugar levels while research advances towards a cure. All you need to remember is that diabetes is preventable in most cases and manageable in almost all of those cases. Outro. Do you know someone who suffers from diabetes? How do you or they find dealing with the condition? We'd love to hear from you, so feel free to share your experiences with us in the comments section below. If you found the information in this video helpful, leave us a like and share the video with your friends and family. You can also subscribe to our health topic channel and turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon. That way, you won't miss any of our regular uploads. Thank you for watching. Remember to stay informed, stay safe, and we'll see you again soon.